The artwork for Anime Podcasters is provided by GoProkyo. Please go follow him at GoProkyo. Hi guys, and welcome back to Anime Podcasters. We are officially at episode 30. Oh my god, Hotshot, how are you?
I'm good, and I'm happy to be here for the 30th episode. Big number, big number. We're not even that old.
We're not even that old, but we've made it to 30. This is actually a pretty big deal. It's insane to me that we made it to 30. I'm mind blown right now.
You're mind blown that you're on episode 30?
And we're still not canceled.
Relax. We're going to be like any other anime. We're going to get to like 42, then we're going to be canceled, then we'll come back a year later.
I don't know. I was thinking maybe I should make like a new season of Anime Podcasters. I don't know. But we'll figure this out. Today, we have a very special podcast. We have a very, very special topic. I don't know if I would say it's special. I don't even know how to classify this topic. What we are talking about today is anime douchebags. Yes, you heard me correctly. Anime douchebags is the topic. Why is this a thing, Hotshot? Why are we doing this?
This is a thing because it was my idea from the last time we recorded, and you just decided to not stop me.
I honestly kind of like this idea, but I still can't believe we're doing anime douchebags. Like this is yeah. I feel like this is the first idea where I'm like, am I really sinking to this level?
It's like, this is what I'm doing with my life now. Which, I mean, you should have been able to come to terms with this when you accepted me and Kyo as friends.
Yes. When I accepted that Facebook friend request. Anyway, just like accepts the Facebook friend request. Like, I know we're gonna be a douchebag podcast at some point.
Just like, I really hope they don't bring it up in the near future.
Exactly. But so basically, I would put a bit of a index on this podcast. Like we've selected 5 anime characters that we label as douchebags. We believe are douchebags, but they're not. I wouldn't say like full out douchebags. These characters have traits that I would find in a douchebag. These people are not kind people. They're not good people. This isn't the villains podcast. These are just
yeah. I mean, like
people,
hell, even some heroes are kind of douchey.
I mean, if you have a hero on your list, I'm excited to see that. I'll tell you right now, spoiler alert, I don't have a hero. I don't think I have a hero, at least.
All of yours are like villains? Or
honestly,
like side characters?
They're more villain focused for sure, yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay. Do you want me to kick it off, or do you want to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead and cook it off, please.
Okay. I am picking this first character as... Actually, before we do that, I think it'd be interesting... let's say what went into like you deciding what kind of douchebags you were picking. I was picking people I generally think were just like bad people, and people would be like, oh, this character, oh yeah, he's kind of a douche. That's kind of how I went about it. What about you, Hotshot?
So like the bare minimum that you need in order to be called a douchebag is what
went
into yours.
Because it was hard to pick some.
Some of them, yeah, it's kind of hard to pick especially when douchebag is kind of like a vague thing to call somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're a dick, but are you really evil? There's a difference there.
Oh my god.
With mine, it's just like probably limit breakers would be the biggest thing. Like, wow, I can't believe he just did that, or she just did that, and something like that. But like, again, some heroes are even douchebags, but again, it's something that more so falls on the villain. But there are some pretty big douchebags out there, so...
I'm excited to see this. Okay, I'll kick it off. This is the prototype douchebag, I would say. This is the character that everyone thinks about when they talk about douchebags. I am picking Sasuke Uchiha from Naruto Shippuden. Yes. Sorry, I had this strong feeling you would have him too, but I'm happy I can.
Now, I will say though that I do have a Naruto character, so...
Okay, good. I hope you have some backups. I actually have some backups too.
All right,
this always happens in our. This always happens. I always pick one of your characters. You pick one of mine.
Yeah.
Why am I picking Sasuke? Sasuke is completely a douche, in my opinion. He turns his back on the Leaf Village, first of all, okay? Just to seek more revenge and power. Super uncaring. I mean, as a father, he's horrible in Boruto. Like, he does not care about Sarada at all, okay? The first time he sees Sarada, he was, like, about to kill her because he's like, oh, why do you have the Sharingan? What the hell are you? Like, what's going on? And she's like, Daddy, is that you? Like, What? That was one of those moments. The way he treats Sakura and is so uncaring and playing the cool character. Obviously, he has this ego to him too, where he thinks he's the best and everything. So yeah, definitely a douche for me. Sasuke Uchiha, definitely a douche. What do you think?
I'm with you when you say that he's somewhat of a protocol, somewhat of a prototype douche, because like I mean the emo vibe. There's a difference between giving off that and just being a straight up like care for nothing, just plain douchery. Like,
but he has both.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. Like he has both, but he shows a lot more douchery, especially to his friends. Like when he starts warming up to him, just like you said, leaves and just like ditches Sakura, even after Sakura tells him that she'll go with him. He's just like,
not care.
Nope, knock her out, leave.
Basically.
And just like gets mad every time that Naruto comes by, like, I'm not coming home. I am Sir Douche.
Why is that?
Which I mean makes sense because he was trained by Orochimaru, so the douchiest
right.
douche. So
actually, yeah, I hope your pick is not Orochimaru.
No, it's not. Don't worry.
Okay, good. But yeah, overall for me, like definitely a prototype. Like, I feel like a lot of douchebags in anime are similar to Sasuke. They have that same uncaring nature that he portrays throughout the series. He definitely has the cool guy thing and everything. And I do agree that like these characters are picking them. They might have like douche-like tendencies, but like Sasuke is still like at the beginning of Naruto, like he's there and he's a part of the Leaf Village and he's part of the good guys for a very long time. He does help in the Great Ninja War and everything. He has like redeeming qualities for sure, but like
he's still a douche.
Yeah.
I'm stealing your thunder just right then and there.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I want someone, if someone can do a douche counter, see how many times you say douchebag through this podcast. That'd be amazing.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my first pick. If you have anything else, Hotshot, go ahead. Or if not, it's your turn.
I don't have anything else on Sasuke that hasn't already been said. So, do you want to roll right into my number one pick? Or my first pick, at least?
Go ahead.
Alright, so sticking with the Naruto theme, I'm picking Generation 1 Neji Hyuga.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Explain this to me.
So, something that I just personally find really douchey is like the self-pretentious asshole kind of thing. Like, no one can beat me, or like, this is the duty of clan, you can't change your fate. Like, basically, the one who's in control of everything is kind of douchey in my opinion. Like,
right,
with no remorse in his eyes, he basically goes to kill Hinata, only to be stopped by the Jonin, and then he's just talking Naruto down the entire way through the fight, just like as if saying that he knows how everything is already being predetermined. All of his conversations with Lee in Generation 1 say the same thing. Now, like, after the tuning exam arc, he's still kind of douchey because he's warming up to being a different person. But just being the self-pretentious prick that, like, no one can bring me down and this is the way it is no matter what you say, it's really douchey to me.
I mean, very valid points. I definitely see what you're saying. I feel like he's a douche because of the way he was brought up by his clan, though. The way he was
because, like,
by the
main branch and side branch, yeah.
That whole drama was a big thing. That curse mark he wears on his forehead. I mean, it's not like a Orochimaru curse mark, but it's still like, it's a curse mark. Like, he was cursed as a child. And I guess one thing a factor I didn't consider now that you mentioned Neji and I mentioned Sasuke. These characters had a very tough upbringing, so that could definitely result into them being. I'm not gonna say this for sure, but I'm just having a small feeling that that's going to have something to do with a lot of these lists, like if they're just really douchey. I mean, 30th episode, this is what you get.
Yeah, really. It's just douche. At this point, I'm kind of counting on someone like doing the counter for douche, and now I'm just being a prick.
Okay.
Or I'm being a douche. That's what I should have said.
Yeah. But yeah, so for me, Neji's definitely a character that portrays a lot of arrogance. It's like, oh, destiny, everything is predetermined. And the way, like you said, he was gonna go to like finish off Hinata and almost get stopped. Like he became very impulsive. He was just very jealous and just like, oh, you're in the main branch, I'm not in the main branch, and was going to strike her. Crazy, 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 crazy things. But like for me, like the way he spoiler alert, dies in Shippuden. I mean, that for me, like the way he sacrifices himself. Oh man, like for me, like I felt so bad, and I was like, he's not a douche after that, but he still like had definitely a douche. Pre-time skip, douchey as hell.
Yeah, the starter Neji is a total douche. And if you think he isn't, yes, he fucking is.
No, definitely.
In my opinion, like again, think what you want of characters that you love or hate, but my opinion, Generation 1 Neji, douche.
Another thing I was gonna say actually, compared to the other ones you have on your list, like, is he the douchiest?
He's not the douchiest, but he is pretty high up there. Like, just the pretentious that he is.
No, I see what you mean. Okay, may I go to my next pick, or or do you have anything else you want to add?
Nope, go nuts.
Okay, my next pick is from Yu-Gi-Oh!
I think I know who you're going with.
Okay, guys, go ahead.
Kaiba?
Yes, I'm thinking Seto Kaiba. I mean, this guy is obviously, if you don't remember, Seto Kaiba, the older brother of Mokuba, definitely a douche in my opinion, because he's all about like this honor, and he thinks he's the best, and he does not care about his little brother. We see that throughout the series many times, and when he gets defeated by Yugi, he loses it, or like when he treats the Yugi's friends like they're worthless. He definitely, this arrogance he portrays, and you think about it, like, homie, you're playing a children's card game, okay? Like, dumb it down a lot more than what you're like thinking right now. Like, to me, it's ridiculous, this air that he portrays and everything. So definitely a very douchey character, in my opinion.
When it comes to Kaiba, yeah. Like how everything basically belongs to him, and if it doesn't, it soon will.
Basically, and like, you know, when he calls like Yugi's friends like the nerd herd and stuff like that, like he does, this is just not a friendly dude.
I think something that's really common with like a lot of our picks here is going to be like they believe they're above everything else, like nothing can touch them.
Definitely.
Which, I mean, in honest truth, makes a whole lot of sense.
He feels like so superior to everyone else, though. He has this sense of superiority to be like, I am the head of Kaiba, the Kaiba industry, whatever it's called. I haven't seen Yu-Gi-Oh! In forever.
Yeah.
And like he hosts that tournament in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series, and the whole Merrick thing, and complete douche. Like this one, like. Yes, like, and this whole thing with his father, too, how that turned out. Once again, another character with tough upbringing. I mean, it molded him into the douche that he is.
Fair enough.
What are your thoughts?
On Kaiba?
Yes.
He is douchiest douche. He is first douche, I believe. Like, I don't know a whole lot about, like, older anime, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is one of the older ones I know. He is definitely one of the first douches of anime history.
No, I feel about it, but like, what do you think is his like biggest characteristic that
biggest characteristic? Probably the biggest thing that he does to seem like a douchebag to me is when Yugi and his team first meet him, and then they take him to his grandfather's shop. Grandpa shows him the Blue Eyes card that he has, and then he takes it and rips it.
I don't remember this, but yeah, okay,
just so no one can use it against him. And it's just like, dude, what if we're just a collector? You just, like, some jackass from the street could just come in and buy this card. That doesn't mean they're going to challenge you with it. That's just, or like, better yet, take it for yourself, where you're already a massive deck of nothing but dragons.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think that pretty much completes it for Kaiba. Right. Unless you have anything else to add, go ahead.
To Kaiba, nope, got nothing. That was honestly my biggest rant of like how big of a douche he is.
Okay, your turn.
All right, my next pick for douche is again. I'm just so hoping that someone does the counter, whether it's you or someone else. I'm sorry.
No one's gonna do it. I'm telling you know right now. Your hopes. If someone does that, like, I don't know how I can repay you, but that would be hilarious.
Anyway, my next pick for biggest douche is Hercule from Dragon Ball. And what? You got something to say, Jaden? Say it.
No, I was like, why? And then it just all came back to me. Why?
You just question, wait, why is Hercule a douche? And then you're like, oh.
Why did I not pick him? That's actually a really good pick.
Yeah. I was actually hoping that you wouldn't. And, like,
Wow.
if you took him, there would be no way that I would recover.
Oh, man. I did not think of him. I did not
All
think
of my
him.
picks, like, not just for this list, but previous lists, really surprise you at times.
This one is really good. That one's a gem. Go ahead.
Right. So Hercule, if you guys don't know, is the quote-unquote winner of or world champion of world fighting tournaments, and he has absolutely no skill. He has nothing. And yet he still pretends like he's the greatest fighter in the history of man. And he's seen Goku and Frieza or maybe not Frieza, but he's seen Goku and Vegeta and the rest of them fight, and he still pretends like he can take them all on with one punch, and everything's just special effects, and basically never taking the mantle off of himself. And I'm just like, okay, you have no sense of being humble. You are douche. You are big douche. Like, even, I think the one redeeming thing that I can think of is in the Cell Saga. He's the one who calls out and says, I need your energy. And I know that the people think that he's still champion, so he's doing this to get their support for Goku. But
I think you mean the Boo arc, right?
Do what?
The Boo arc.
Yeah, in the Boo arc. That's what I said, right?
Cell. No, you said Cell.
Oh, I meant Boo. My bad.
No worries.
Anyway, when he's chanting that out, that he needs the power to defeat this threat, they all do it, and he knows full well that they would never do it. Like, he needs your help. Like, basically taking the mantle off of anyone from himself, they wouldn't give the power. So I'm just like, okay, you're on a mantle that can never be taken down no matter what happens. Even if you're seeing a fight happen that you have absolutely no call in, you are douche.
I see what you're saying, definitely. I think another good moment he has, and I'll get more into his douchiness after this, is when Goku has the Spirit Bomb ready to launch at Kid Buu, and then he's like, Vegeta's like, just throw the damn thing, and Vegeta's like hurt and in the middle of the way where the Spirit Bomb would hit him as well as Buu, and then he's like, no, Goku's like, no, I can't do it. So Hercule grabs Vegeta and runs out of the way, like, so that Goku can make his blast. So I mean, that was a good move by him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that Hercule has absolutely nothing going for him.
No, definitely. But like another thing, I actually would disagree with you on one point. You said he had no skill. I think you are right in the sense that he has no skill in comparison to the other Z fighters, definitely. But like he's still like in a normal like tournament, like he does have some skill against like regular human beings. He would be able to
against normal humans, which in my defense, we never see fight in Dragon Ball Z.
I don't think so, yeah.
But I mean, the most normal human that we see fight is Krillin. And Krillin can easily whoop Hercule's ass.
Or Videl.
Yeah. His own daughter can whoop his ass easy.
Or, yeah, Jirobe.
Oh, yeah, Yajirobe's human, isn't he?
He is.
Could Yajirobe beat Hercule?
That would have been a good
without
one.
Without his sword?
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, he could take punches from Kid Goku, so I don't know.
Now I'm thinking. All right, but that's another topic for an entirely different day.
Yeah.
You got anything on Mr. Satan?
Yeah, basically the whole tournament where during the Buu arc, at the beginning of the Buu arc, where like 18 was basically going to win, and he's like, no, I need to win this, 18. I'll give you like all the money you need, and then so 18 ends up like giving up because of that, or that was like a big pride thing, like, oh please don't make me lose my title, or when he's fighting against Kid Trunks, the winner of the kid tournament that was happening there, and he's like, oh my god, I just realized something. This kid's a Saiyan. This kid is like, this kid could like destroy me. Like I can't lose to this kid. So then he makes it look like he gets punched by Trunks, right? And he just like falls against the wall and like breaks everything. And he's like, oh, I let myself get beat. Like, oh, Hercule's such a good guy.
Yeah,
like,
and then you're just
everything to keep his title.
Yeah, and there's no pride or no honor or no anything when it comes to shit like that, in my opinion.
Definitely. All
right.
Okay,
that's it from Mr. Douche of a Satan. So what do you got?
I'm picking someone from Death Note.
Oh, there's a douche in Death Note. You don't say.
This person is the god of the new douche world, okay?
Douche.
He is Light Yagami. I'm picking Light Yagami from Death Note.
That's funny.
I mean, it's accurate is what it is.
I will say that I might have a little bit to say based on what you're going on, but I'll let you know after you go.
Yeah, definitely. Light Yagami, okay, finds this book and becomes a douche because of this book. Basically is what happens here. This is what happens, okay? He wants to rule the world. He wants to kill and just kill, and he makes himself play the role of a god. Absolutely huge douche. The way he uses Takada, the way he uses Naomi Misora. Yeah, the way he uses Naomi Misora, the way he uses, why am I forgetting her name? The blonde annoying girl Misa. The way he uses Misa, and he's like, oh, I'll kill you if you, because I have your death note now. He's always using people as pillars, as stepping stones to his ultimate mission here. And obviously douchebags aren't supposed to be super smart people either, but Light Yagami is brilliant. So that kind of it's a knock to him not being a douche, but I do feel the way he acts and the god complex he gets by the end of the series definitely makes him a douche. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to back you up at least when it comes to the very end, because I do know that he gets to the point to where he's a god and he can kill anyone, anytime, anywhere, and then he gets axed off. So just the superiority complex, just kind of you are massively douche. When he first gets the Death Note, he's more cautious about it, isn't he? More strategic about everything.
He's very strategic throughout the entire series, honestly. The second season, though, he acts like he replaces L, right? So he can't be the one writing in the book, so that's why he gets Mikumi to write down names for him and stuff like that. But he's still the same douche.
Yeah. Just a different variety of douche.
Yes.
All right, I'll give you a pass on that one.
Definitely, but overall, definitely, yeah, definitely.
Sorry, that just caught into the mic.
No worries. All
right, I'm up.
Yeah, you're up.
All right, for my next douche of Sir Douchery in this douche podcast, the douche that I am picking is Gary from Pokemon.
Oh wow, wow! What are you trying to pull?
I'm going OG on your ass.
This is too OG for me right now. I can't.
You can't deal. You can't
just,
deal
just
if
go.
it's
Just podcast. Go ahead. Just go.
So I'm picking Gary because
he's a douche.
For one, laughs in Ash's face when he sleeps in and can't get a Pokemon, or we'll always battle him and we'll always treat Ash like he's beneath him, even though there is no reason for it. We've seen nothing in saying, Gary, you're always why? Did Gary just find this guy and just decide, hey, I'm gonna pick on him until we're both 70 years old, and then maybe I'll acknowledge his existence and skill.
I have a very faint memory of Gary. I just remember him just basically being a bully to Ash is what I feel like.
There's I'm not gonna say it's a very popular meme, but a very popular thing to do in Pokemon in any game, because your rival is always Gary. Professor
name him douche.
Professor Oak always names him, and he says, "Oh, this is my grandson. What was his name again?" And you can name him anything you want. You can name him douche. You can name him dick. You can name him jackass. You can name him anything as long as it fits in the spaces.
Hotshot.
You douche.
My final pick is JaianMusic.
It's JaianMusic, he does anime covers, he does anime podcasts. Clearly he counts as an anime character. You, sir, are Sir Douche.
Oh my god. But yeah, I don't have much on Gary. I don't recall him that much, but yeah, no, he I felt like he was more of a rival more than everything. He's the early rival in Pokemon. Am I correct?
Yeah, but at the same time, when he first rides away, he gets in his car, and I think there's 3 girl trainers with him or something, and drives off while Ash is just sitting on his ass in the dirt without even having gotten Pikachu or anything yet. And I'm just that is just douchey.
I mean, I'm looking up what he looks like right now. He looks like
He looks
he
like a
looks like he
douche.
was made to be Ash's rival.
He's made to be Ash's rival for sure. Yeah, I won't say that he isn't, but he is douche. He is a massive douche, like not just to Ash, but to like everyone he comes across.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's a classic though. Like yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, he's a classic, but he's a classic douche. So
All right. Is it yeah, my turn?
yeah, go for it. Okay, I just want to say one thing before you say your next pick.
I know what you're gonna say. You better pick this character now, or else I'm gonna destroy you because I'm gonna be picking him next round.
No.
Oh.
I'm going to say that we are going to get so tired of the word douche by the end of this podcast.
I can never get sick of that word.
It's actually fun to say, so say it with me. Douche, douche, douche.
What was that sound?
Nothing.
What was that sound?
Nothing.
Seriously?
It was nothing. Don't worry about it.
What was that? Seriously?
Don't worry about it. Just go with your next
No.
douche.
No, the mic picked it up. It's in the podcast.
Go on.
No, what was it?
All right. It was my phone doing a notification.
Okay. I thought it was like it sounded like a Pokemon sound. That's why.
No, it's a Mario dying sound.
Oh, okay. All right. So, okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, go on. Please leave that in.
Yeah, no, that's in. I am picking a character. I don't think you know this character. Have you ever heard of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures?
I've heard of it, but I haven't looked much into it.
Okay, so I've watched the first 3 episodes of this first season. That's how much I've seen it so far. Shout out to my friend Morgan. He goes to school with me. He's a super good guy. He introduced me to like a bunch of anime that I should check out. And right now, the one I'm checking out is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. And this character is, no matter what, at the end of this podcast, will be the biggest douche. There's no way you can beat this guy, okay? This guy's called Dio Brando, and he's the ultimate rival of JoJo in the first part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. From the first episodes I've seen, okay? He dedicates everything he's got, okay, to trolling and messing and being a douche to JoJo, okay? Okay, JoJo finds this really nice girl that he really likes. They go on these dates together. Do you know what Dio and like he's becoming happy? Do you know what Dio decides to do to mess with him?
Slap him across the face.
No. He grabs the girl and he kisses her, right? And he's like, "I'll be your first kiss, not JoJo." And then that ends up like it doesn't work out between the girl and JoJo anymore. So he ruins like JoJo's first love. The first time he meets JoJo's dog, he kicks the dog he knees the dog in the face.
Douche.
Oh, did I forget to mention that he kills off the dog in the next episode?
Douche.
Yeah, dude, totally. Like this guy is a ridiculous douche. Okay, like this. Evil, like absolutely the worst. Like even like when those scenes where he's talking to himself, he's like he can't believe like JoJo's fighting me back. Like how is this possible? Like superiority complex, the whole package, dude. The whole package. Okay, this guy is nothing but a
douche.
Yes. What are your thoughts on this?
I got nothing to say
Hotshot?
other than douche. What more can you say to a guy like that?
I don't know. I feel like that. Do you think he's worse than your other characters?
Yes. For one,
So
like none of my characters have kissed the main hero's first love right in front of him, or kicked a dog, or killed the dog. Just douche.
Basically, Dio definitely an evil person. Like absolutely ridiculous. All the things he's done, and this is only the first 3 episodes that I've seen. Like this guy, like there is no way. Like I was watching this series the other day, and in preparation for this podcast, I was like thinking, "Oh, who can I put? I see this character, and I'm like, this guy is gonna be on my list, no matter what.
Just douche.
Completely. So that's gonna be it. Was there anything you wanted to say about him? Like everything that he's gone through.
Everything that he's gone to, I think he's more evil than douche, but I mean, you said he's just a rival, right?
Well, the way he's a rival, yes, he's definitely a rival to JoJo in the first, like I only saw the first 3 episodes. That's the thing, so I don't have so much to go off of. But yeah,
Douche.
all right.
Just
Next
just
pick.
Straight up, that's it. Just douche.
I hear
All
you.
right.
Your turn.
Next up. All right. And I just want to say that this started as a game, but there is an anime adaptation. It's not liked, but it is an anime adaptation, so this guy totally counts. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. There is Sonic X. Damn, that you're pulling one out of the left field for that one.
I really am. Now, if you ask Kyo about this character or even this series as a whole, he will not shut up about it. So that's why I'm doing
Then
this.
we need to podcast about it at some point. But go ahead. Why did you pick Shadow? Why is Shadow a douche? Come on.
He's a douche because he's just like, forget everything or screw everything. Nothing has a purpose. And just like goes out of his way to mess with Sonic just because he can. Like, I think one time when Sonic's running, I think Shadow trips him just to, like, get him off his back. Or he just totally snubs him, doesn't ignore or acknowledge his existence. And Rouge, the Bat character, clearly has a thing for Shadow. And Shadow pays absolutely no mind to it. Like, no yes, no no, no nothing. Just completely ignores her. And the thing is, he doesn't even, like, he calls himself the ultimate life form. But does absolutely nothing. Like, he'll fight when he has to, but if not for that, he just doesn't do anything.
What about Shadow with the Chaos Emeralds and everything?
Shadow, like, again, he'll fight and he'll use the Chaos Emeralds. Like, he'll use Chaos Control and Chaos Spear, that kind of thing. But if he can avoid doing anything, he will. Or if it's something that... Or if it's not, or if he does do something, it's always for his own personal gain. It's never for like the benefit of like helping Sonic or helping the greater good. It's always to get himself further. So he's just a greedy douche.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You're gonna tell me yes or no. You ready?
Yeah, go.
Sasuke Hedgehog. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That is basically what this hedgehog is. Yes. I will not argue against that. That is.
Did I nail it or did I nail it?
Well, I'd say you screwed it, but you didn't nail it.
Hedgehog did. Anyways, I really I do find that he is like he does have those that he you can definitely label him like that. I have not watched the series in a very long time, but
Kyo and I just recently watched a few episodes of it.
Nice. What I do recall of him though is his uncaring attitude and really not caring. Basically he does not care about anything but himself. It feels like, and the way he that goes out throughout the series. And his rivalry / relationship with Sonic, you can definitely tell it's like the angel and the devil like on each shoulder, and he does like that. Putting him on the bad side right away, you're gonna have those tendencies of him being like a douche. But I still think like does he not have any sort of redeeming qualities? This hedgehog.
He's loyal. Like when he actually does turn to the hero side, he does help him, and he is a good friend to him. He still treats him like whatever, like that kind of thing. But he does usually like help them. Like since we have Sonic being the overly positive and like high energy kind of character, we kind of need a rival that is like low toned and just like quiet and darker and brooding kind of thing. So he is an overall good character if you're into like the opposites attract kind of thing, but he is a douche. Just Shadow the Hedgehog is douche.
Douche the Hedgehog.
Douche the Hedgehog. Shadow the douche.
Oh wait, if I'm not mistaken, is this your fourth pick?
I think so. Yeah, I think we're already on our last picks.
We're going way too fast. What? Wow, that's crazy.
Well, we did also just kind of jump into it after saying this is the 30th episode.
That's true, but we basically okay. Okay, I have like a couple of characters I want to pick, but no, actually, I'm stuck between two characters.
All right, how about this? Since we're going by so fast, how about you say one more, I'll say one more, and then you'll say the one that you're thinking of.
Sure, I mean, we're going to do honorable mentions or anything, but I don't know which one to put like in my official top 5 kind of thing.
Okay. Can you tell me the two shows?
Yes. Naruto.
Okay.
Dragon Ball.
Well, we only have one Dragon Ball character, and we have 2 Naruto characters already, so I'd say.
But I don't know your final pick. I don't know your final pick.
I don't know my final pick.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go with this one. I'm picking the Prince of all douchebags, Vegeta.
I still like my Dragon Ball pick better, but I will give you a very good point on that.
Okay, this guy oozes with pride. This guy is a complete douche. Like he kills off his ally Nappa during the Saiyan saga. Oh, you can't like Vegeta. I'm in really bad shape. He's like, don't worry about it, buddy. Throws him in the air, kills him. Like ridiculous. This superiority complex, this whole like pride he has, is very douchey. And like even like when he comes back from Namek with everything, like he technically commits a child assault when he beats up on Gohan. Like that's another thing that he did. The way he carries himself throughout a good portion of the series, he does have these moments where he's like emotional and everything. Like when he blows himself up and sacrifices himself to destroy Boo. Definitely like a moment that's a worthy mention that he like proves he's not a douche. But he had a tough upbringing where his entire race was destroyed by Frieza. So I mean, I'm gonna give him a pass on being a douche, but he's still a douche.
Douche.
Yeah, what do you think about the Prince of All Saiyans, Vegeta?
The douche of all Saiyans? Or the douchiest of Saiyans? He, like, again, like a lot of our... Well, actually, not a lot of our characters have redeeming qualities, admittedly. But, like, the fact that he does turn good and the fact that he actually is... Like, turns into a very good character, a very caring character, even to, like, the one person that he wants to fight and defeat. He is a very good character. But especially when he starts, Prince of All Saiyans, very prideful, like nothing can touch him, and he still dies like 3 times, and then he says, I can never be killed, or like, you cannot kill the Prince of All Saiyans. He dies 3 more times. Dude, just overcompensating, self-centered douche.
Right, I have this question for you.
Shoot.
How do you feel like him, like, there was this moment in Dragon Ball Super where, basically, Vegeta, during the Tournament of Power, Jiren, the big bad guy, the big, like, strongest, toughest opponent in the whole Tournament of Power, is meditating, and Vegeta's like, I'm gonna go, like, challenge Jiren, right? Mm-hmm. So he goes to, like, fight Jiren, and then Topo, Jiren's, like, a second, like, right-hand man, basically, blocks Vegeta's path, and then Vegeta says, hey, I don't have time for the second fiddle. And then Topo basically says, well, aren't you the second fiddle to Goku? Right? Oh. You see what I mean? How do you feel about Vegeta always being in second place behind Goku? Ranks, like, what does that do to him being a douche? Like, how does that affect him being a douche? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's always second place thing.
Like, it's always second place, but he thinks he deserves to be in the number 1 place, which... Now that I think about it, doesn't he train like just as much as Goku, if not more? And
exactly,
even harder?
Exactly. He's always like trying to catch up.
So, by all means, shouldn't he honestly be above Goku?
I mean,
Goku just has plot armor at this point.
At this point, yeah. I mean, Goku unlocks Ultra Instinct, and it's this whole thing where like Vegeta like really wants Ultra Instinct as well. But like, I don't know. I feel like. Him being in second place, honestly, his douchiness like is reinforced by that fact. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Just the fact that he's like always in second place. It's always kind of like how dare kind of thing. Like always wanting to catch up, always wanting to be best. Which, in my opinion, he's if not there, he's very close to earning it. Like he does deserve to be at least in the top fighters, which he is. But the fact that he pushed himself just as much as Goku, if not more, I don't know. It's kind of a complicated thing when you get into that.
True. So yeah, that's basically all I had to say about the Prince of All Saiyans. Unless you have anything else, go ahead with your final pick. Holy crap, final pick.
Final picks already, huh?
Well, Vegeta was my final pick.
Yeah, so I know. Yeah, I know. It's just kind of jarring that we're already this far. All right, so unfortunately. I can't remember the actual character's name, like unfortunately, because he's more of a minor character, but he is from Soul Eater, and it's the guy who's able to use his legs as chainsaws.
Well, you know what? I'll look it up. Talk to me about it. And I'll try to find it.
All right. So what this guy does is, I believe when he first appears, he's fighting against Maka and Soul, and he's just overly cocky. He's just overly like. Can't touch me with my blades, and he does use his his chainsaws as roller skates. If I'm not mistaken, like he's zipping around and basically cannot be touched. I don't think he even gets hit. And when he does, he's like, "Oh, get him next time," like that kind of thing. Like they just got lucky. Cause I think in the next episode it cuts to he's a henchman of Arachne, and it cuts over to them.
Is it Girito? Giriko?
Gariko?
Jericho.
Dorico. Okay, that could be it. So, there's a part where they're in a really big table kind of area, and Daruko goes, "They just got lucky, beginner's luck," and basically forced to retreat. Just kind of that hot-headed thing that you're like getting, like just douche, just douche, like thinking that he got a victory that he didn't deserve.
So basically, this is one of the first characters where you described him as a hothead compared to Neji or to Hercule or to Gary or Shadow. Like, are any of those hotheads? Like, I want to see how he compares to those guys.
I will say Hercule is a bit of a hothead because he's like, ha ha ha, no one can beat me. Because
right.
Maybe not as much as hothead with Hercule, but definitely big-headed. Because he doesn't get angry, he just like inflates his ego beyond belief. I will say Gary, though, is a bit hot-headed because he always gets angry even when he just sees Ash. So, hot-headed against him is definitely valid. I don't think the others really get hot-headed all that much now that I think about it.
Right. Is Giriko, however you pronounce his name, does he have a tough upbringing? Do you recall anything about like?
I don't think anything about his past even happens, or if it does, it happens very briefly when Arachne talks to him. But
right.
From what I recall, it's just like that one fight. He shows up later fighting Justin, the weapon who's able to fight without a Meister. And he's just a sheer douche to him every single time they fight. I think they fight up to like 3 times.
Okay, right. I see what you mean. I mean, he doesn't seem like that big of a deal. That big of a like. Okay, he's a bit of a douche.
Compared to the other douches on our list, no, by far he's not. He's not like way up there. Like guy from JoJo is probably the biggest douche so far.
I really feel like, I honestly feel like he is. But, I mean, this is just means I need to watch more Soul Eater so I can, but that means I have to endure more Black Star. So it's kind of tough.
Black Star is no douche. Black Star is life. Black Star is
Don't you think?
day.
Actually, okay, so concluding on Giriko, good pick overall. What about Black Star? Would Black Star be a douche?
Well, I mean, he's hot-headed, but he's not
Confliction.
Black Star is douche. At least early Black Star is douche.
All right, you know what? I'll take it.
Take what you can get at this point.
Basically. Okay.
And on that note, Aaron is also douche.
Who?
Aaron.
No, I disagree with
Aaron
that.
is douche.
I disagree with that. Aaron from Attack on Titan is who he's talking about. Okay, let's go. It's
JaianMusic is douche.
Yeah. Okay, at this point, everything's a douche. That lamp over there is a douche. All right, so I want to mention, I thought that Hidan from Naruto was a bit douchey as well, in the sense that, like, he just, like, he has this big thing where, like, when he kills Asuma, he's like, oh, this guy had a bounty on his head, and now I have the money, da-da-da. Not caring whatsoever. I know he's a villain, that's basically what he has to do, but his relation with Kakuzu, like, definitely the more, like,
definitely the more cocky of the two,
one.
yeah.
Yeah,
but at the same time, we also had, like, so many Naruto characters on this list anyway.
Yeah, at this point. So I just wanted to mention Hidan real quick there. Any thoughts on Hidan, Hotshot?
Hidan is dudes like caring more about money than human life, and his is more valid because he is immortal, like cannot be killed. He can be stopped, but he can't be killed. But just the fact that he's able to like toss lives away that easily, and especially right in front of his students, that's just douche. And I actually had someone that I wanted to mention real quick too.
Right, go ahead. I do have one more thing about Hidan, but go ahead. I want to get more into Hidan after, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I mean, since we're still on Hidan, you go ahead first, and I'll finish it up.
Okay, I just want to, like, quick side note here about Hidan. I have a theory, and I think he's going to be coming back in Boruto at some point. Just because, I thought about this the other day. He gets killed, quote-unquote killed, because he can't be killed, by Shikamaru, where he's, like, split into a bunch of pieces and crushed on all these boulders. But when Kabuto does the Ito Tensei Jutsu and revives all the villains, Kakuzu gets revived, but Hidan doesn't. Meaning that Hidan is still alive, meaning I think it would be really cool if he was brought back within Boruto, because obviously Naruto's over now. Just a quick thought there.
Well, Well, maybe you're right. I mean, I can definitely see like Hidan like crawling his way up and his hand like popping out of the grave
or something. It'd be crazy, but he is still alive. That's
yeah,
fact for sure.
that you can't really deny. The guy is still alive. We don't know if he's alive and well, but we do know he's still alive.
Yeah, because he would have brought him back, but with the Ito Tensei.
Yeah.
But yeah, just that was a little quick
All right, fair enough.
thing there. Go ahead.
All right, last one I'm gonna say is, and mind you, I haven't seen a lot of this show, but still, John from Attack on Titan.
Why?
Why? Like, well, I mean, he's basically a douche to Eren, if no one else. Like, the fact that just... foggy memory here. The fact that he's just, like, constantly talking about Eren, like, that he wants to be in the military police, live the cushy life, and not have to work the walls and anything like that. But don't get me wrong, he does have a redeeming arc. He does have a redeeming arc near the end where he switches from military police and transfers over to the scout regiment. But from what I remember, he's just like basically only enlisting in the military to be in the military police where he can just live a cushy life and just like basically not have a care in the world.
I mean, I don't feel that as, I think that's more selfish than anything. I wouldn't label him a douche. I would disagree with that, actually.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So let's go through our list one more time. So, a reminder: I had Sasuke, Uchiha, Seto Kaiba, Light Yagami, Dio Brando, and Vegeta. Who was your list, Hotshot?
I had, in no particular order here, I had Gary from Pokemon, Hercule from Dragon Ball Z, Generation 1 Neji from Naruto.
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog. I was drawing a blank, sorry, brain fart. And Diriko from Soul Eater.
Yes, so that was the list. That's our douches. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave it in the comments. Let us know what you think. And I don't know. I feel like now that we're in the 30s, we could maybe do another clip show podcast where we just like react to like old clips from the from like since episode 21 until now. I don't know if we had enough podcasts. Would you want to do that, Hotshot?
I'd want to do it. I mean, I'd like to say I got funnier.
Okay. That was good. Okay, so Hotshot, where can people find you online if they want to follow your stuff?
You guys can find me on my Twitter. Why do I always say that? You
always do that.
I know. You guys can find me on the Twits. There, we'll call it that. At Caution Ginger, and you can also find me on YouTube at Hotshot Ginger. And you can also find me on our other podcast as well as this one. Our other podcast is called Cloud9, so go ahead and give that one a check out. And I'm pretty much in every episode of this with Jaden. He won't let me leave.
I'm a douche.
You're a douche. You are Sir Douche.
Okay. Thank you very much, Hotshot. For myself, you can follow me on Twitter at JaianMusic. Subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, youtube.com/JaianMusic. Facebook page is facebook.com/JaianMusic. You can also follow the podcast. You can follow the SoundCloud channel for that, soundcloud.com/JaianMusic, or subscribe on iTunes so you can get some episodes in your iTunes feed. The episodes are completely free to download on SoundCloud as well. Am I missing anything? No. Also, if you guys like these conversations that Hotshot and I do, we do a podcast, like he mentioned, called Cloud9. It has its own channel. We try to get an episode out every 2 weeks. At this point, it's every 2-3 weeks, but it's still really fun to do. So go check out Cloud9. It's a fun, nerdy Nirvana topic podcast. It's a lot more loose, so go check out that podcast. Thank you guys so much for the love and support. We're at 30 episodes. That's crazy. Hotshot, 30 episodes.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah,
which
all right.
We've said douche way more than 30 times. I just want to say that now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna go 100 at least. Okay, so any final thoughts, Hotshot, before we leave, or are we good?
You are douche.
Thank you so much. And we'll see you in the next episode of Anime Podcasters. Bye, guys.
Douche.
That means bye.
Yeah. Bye, guys.